Hey everybody, and welcome to today's episode. Let's take a look at the Sony Discman.
Sony compact disc players. Your ears will tell you, it's not only what you play, it's what you play it on.
As you had just watched the commercial, that was filmed back in 1984. Prior to that, we had the Sony cassette tape players called the Walkman series, and people were listening to music on the go via cassette tapes. They were in analog form. Though they sounded good, it was nowhere near as crisp and as clear and as punchy as digital audio was. I had the privilege of owning few audio tapes. Back when I was young, I was listening to it. I even had Outcasts on the cassette tapes. The audio was good, but then again, nothing beats digital. So fast forward to 1982. Sony teamed up with Philips and they created the compact disc. Through the compact disc, it was revolutionary. Changed the entire audio industry, and we could record and enjoy music and content in digital format. The industry sample rate for our compact disc, if I'm not mistaken, is 44.1 kHz. And at that sample rate, audio sounds fantastic of CDs. And that is why even now, compared to MP3s, CDs are more superior, with the exception of high-res audio tracks like FLAC. In 1984, Sony first released the first Discman. People were able to listen to CDs in their house, in their cars, but they could not take it on the go. So then Sony came up with the idea of the Discman and they released it. It was this black squarish box which you could just clip it onto your belt, put on your earphones and walk all around. And looking kind of goofy, I guess, at that time. The idea was so good, it took off. I even had a few of my friends owning the Discman when I was young, and I used to envy them because I never had any of those. I only was privileged with the cassette tapes. I was happy with it anyway. But then came the limitation. One CD could only hold about 10-15 songs maybe, due to its low storage space, 700 MB, and the fact that you had to carry many CDs for you to listen on the go. You could not just burn everything into one CD, put like 100 songs on it. You could not do that like how you can with your mobile phone these days. This Note 8 carries thousands of songs, millions in fact, through apps like Spotify. And it's so slim, it can easily fit in your pocket, lasts hours on a single charge, for music I mean. And the audio is great. But then again, when I first got this guy, I was blown away. Sony did a heck of a job back then. The audio from this guy is fantastic. This is the DNE720 Sony Discman. Now this is many years ahead of the original 1984 Discman. Without wasting any more time, let's unbox this guy, let's see what's in it, and let's see how Sony used to make audio. So let's unbox this guy. Let me show you what Sony gave in the box 13 years ago. So like I mentioned earlier, this is the Sony Walkman DNE720. Plays AirTrack 3 Plus, MP3s, got 490 songs on one CD, and of course this is an MP3 format, 72 hour battery life with the one battery operation. It's got an inline remote, and on the back it gives you a bit more features such as Sonic Stage, which comes on the CD in it. It's got a digital amp on it, CD-CD-R, W playback, and on this right up here it shows you with the multiple formats that are available how many songs you can sample onto a CDR or CDR-W with the corresponding bitrate. And all AirTrack 3 Plus were formats from Sony which Sony claimed were better than MP3. The compression was better. So let's unbox this guy. Okay, so this is what you get in the box. It's got a cardboard here. It's a bit of paperwork. This is the Sony Sonic Stage version 2.3 for AirTrack formats. A bit more warranty guide, paperwork, the Sony book, a guide on the Sonic Stage version 2.3, and you have the Discman itself. Look at it. Beautiful quality plastic with the Sony Walkman labeling on top, Attract 3 Plus, and on the back a few controls for the volume, to change tracks, and you even have the whole lock function. And on the back you have a connection for an external battery, the DC in, the inline remote. On the front you just have this mechanism to open the cover. So the lid just pops up, pop your disc in, and of course you insert the rechargeable battery in here, which supposedly gives you about 72 hours of playback. So let's put this player aside and let's see what else you get in this box. In the box you get this adapter, which gives you the option to extend your battery life by just lifting this up. Put a AA battery in here, and when you connect it to the back as such, and you can screw it down here, it gives you an extra juice for you to listen on the go. Your inline remote, the supplied wall charger, the rechargeable battery. So it's from Sony. It's a nickel metal hydride rechargeable battery, not the lithium ion kind that you get these days. And the battery is rated up to 1350 milliamp hours, 1.2 volts, and it's made in Japan. And further in the box, of course, you get Sony earbuds. These are just the standard earbuds, the plastic ones without any foam on it, and a 3.5mm jack on the other end. So let's take a look at the player again. This is fantastic. Sony really knew how to make their products. This is solid, it's rugged, no flex to it, and it even has the drop protection and anti-skip protection. So it basically buffers your song into its internal memory so that anytime you hit it or you move it around, it will not skip like the previous Discmans did. And this is the inline remote. So you have a couple of options here to skip the songs back and forth, volume up and down. You got an LCD screen here, a clip to clip it to your shirt, play pause button, and basically the connection on the other end. So how about we power this up? Just stick the battery in. Straight away you have the LCD screen popping up with a Walkman intro playing. Let's pop a disc in it. And here I have Radiohead's Hail to the Thief. As you can see, the disc is being loaded. And once the disc is ready, all you have to do, it shows that 56 minutes total playtime, press play, and the music starts playing. Move it up, it skips a track, so track 2, track 3, volume up, volume down. And you even have the option to change your equalizer. You got your bass boost over here, your clear bass, and back to your playtime. And as I mentioned earlier, you only have about 14 songs on this disc. So imagine having to carry so many discs with you just to hear your favorite tracks back in the day. So I'm going to listen to a track by Radiohead on this CD player. Let's see how it sounds. So let's get the remote here, let's press play. Sony did a good job. Sony did a great job back then when they created this product. Of course, they still make good products, and I do not deny that. Image sensors, audio from Sony is still top notch. But what I'm trying to get across is back then in 2005, this came out. This just blew me away. The first time I heard it, the first time I actually used it, when I compared Green Day's audio to what I could get on the Note 8 with Spotify, it just blew me away. To get a new Sony Discman, this model especially on Amazon, I just checked it out, is about 299 euros refurbished. 299 euros for this product, a product that is obsolete. The inline remote is just great. You can just clip it to your shirt, walk about, change songs on it, adjust your equalizer on it. Basically, you can do a lot of stuff on the LCD screen without even having to look at your player. But then again, the main reason why it died is because of this. Look at the amount of wires running through, look at the bulk of it. So I need a player, which I need to find a place to put it. Maybe a clip on my belt or something like that, or in my pocket on my jacket. Then I need this clip to my shirt, and then I have my headphone. So I've got cables running all over the place. When in this future era, people are trying to go wireless, especially Apple. They even removed the headphone jack. So people are moving towards smaller, slimmer devices like our phones and Bluetooth headsets. This has just been a throwback to what our technology was 13 years ago. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, as it helps grow my channel and indirectly it gives me the boost to continue making videos for you guys and showing off maybe technologies like this. If I ever get a hands of any of the old gadgets, I'll try to make more videos like this in the future. Once again guys, thanks again for watching. Hope you're doing well. Till I see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye. Cheers.